This is a 2-in-1 camera accessory from NEEWER. It is a light reflector and rain cover. So I was sent this to review for free. It will cost you between $50 and $60 depending on if you get the regular or the extra large size. This is the extra large size. So you get a zippered carrying case, the manual, and inside of the case we have here a kind of expanding loop that will expand this thing out to be a large sunshade or sun reflector. You could use it as a shade. And this has hook and loop velcro fastener, and it will pop out a lot like one of those expanding automobile sunshades. So it pops out to a pretty good size here. Now this material here has this zipper that kind of stows it, and it has the aluminized Mylar sun reflector or light reflector in general. But part of it also has this little display area where you can look at the back of your camera. And the front bit here can go around a lens, and it has hook and loop fastener like this, so you can wrap this around your lens and then kind of secure it to the end of the lens. So if you do a good job wrapping the Velcro around, you can have this stick pretty solidly on your lens. And when you do that, you might get a little drop here and there on the front of the lens, but the rest of your camera is covered and protected. And if you have a UV filter on the top, you can just wash the UV filter and not have to worry about your actual face of the lens. And so through that window, you can reach up, activate the controls, see what's on the display there, see all the buttons. Alright, so you can certainly do this handheld. The biggest issue I've run into is that this clear plastic reflects enough infrared light so that the eye sensor that detects you put an eye up to the viewfinder here will trigger. So you have to pull it away a bit before you'll be able to see what's through the viewport there. And so you might have to disable your viewfinder entirely. Alternatively, you could put your entire head under this guy and use it just as normal. So one advantage of having the extra large size is you can just cover the whole thing up here. You're getting some rain protection, so that's a nice benefit for handheld use. Now I want to point out that we have these hook fasteners, but the entire ring has this kind of loop fastener as this kind of trim piece. And so you have the hooks on the inside of the ring, and the disc, you can put these things right up to it, and it mostly attaches. It depends on exactly where you are, if that holds or not. It might pop off here and there. But in general, you get a pretty tight disc of reflective aluminum here. And if it's pulling off in some places, you can reposition and get a little more space from otherwhere. So, right there, it may not be quite as solid and flat as a disc that had the big old ring in it, but for just reflecting light to an area, it's perfectly fine. And so it's, a pretty decent sized reflector there. There is a distinct trick to get this ring to do the kind of triple fold to get it so that it will fit back into the bag. And I am not able to make that happen with the Velcro attached. I can barely make it happen without the Velcro attached. So you grab the ring with one thumb up, one thumb down, you do a twisting motion and a folding motion, and you get 3 rings, and once you do that, you can adjust them so they're somewhat equally sized. The hook and loop fastener does not make your life easy, but once you get it so there's 3 rings, then you can put it in the bag. I made it look easy there. It takes some practice. Now this guy has its own storage bag kind of built in, where you simply fold everything into this little compartment, and that keeps this Mylar film kind of inside and protected. And you want to make sure you don't grab it with the zipper accidentally. And I'm sure I could do a better job folding, but really I just want to get it inside here. And so it looks inside out because all the seams are there, but now you have a carry handle on it. So if you know you're only going to use it as a rain cover, you don't, strictly speaking, need the ring. You can take just the rain cover by itself. Otherwise, you can store the rain cover in with the ring bag, and then you can have both the reflector and the rain cover. All right, so this is a nice combo product. If you were using a reflector ring all the time, I think I would prefer to have a dedicated reflector ring that unfolded and folded but had the Mylar sewn to the ring so that you didn't have the Velcro popping in and off while you're trying to fold it. Now maybe with more experience, I'd be able to fold this guy up with the Mylar attached to the Velcro and not have it come off, but I wasn't able to get that to happen. So I had to fold the ring separately from the cloth. Now, if you need a camera rain cover, it's a pretty nice camera rain cover. You might consider using it just for that without the ring. I suspect, however, you could find somebody else selling a camera rain cover without the ring a little bit cheaper. So if you're tight for space, having them combined is kind of nice, but there will be a little bit more setup time for the ring because you've got to hook that fabric up to the Velcro on the ring all the way around it.